Will the guests please rise for the arrival of the official party, and please remain standing for the arrival of the fiscal year 2026 CPO Chief Petty Officer selectees, playing of the national anthem and the invocation. Bell ringer. Strike 2 bells. Command Master Chief, Naval Support Activity Portsmouth, arriving. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Command Master Chief, Norfolk Naval Shipyard, arriving. Bell ringer, strike 4 bells. Commander, Naval Support Activity Portsmouth, arriving. Bell ringer, strike 6 bells. Commander, Norfolk Naval Shipyard, arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the Norfolk Naval Shipyard and Naval Support Activity Portsmouth Fiscal Year 2026 Chief Petty Officer selectees. Fiscal Year 2026 Chief Petty Officer selectees, post. Color Guard, parade the colors.
Mark time, march. Color guard, hold. Left, face. Present, colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Carry, colors. Right, face. Forward, march.
Thank you, Command Master Chief Canteen and Chief Selectees for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Andrew Sievert will now deliver the invocation.
Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we gather today in gratitude and reverence as we celebrate this sacred tradition, the pinning of our new Chief Petty Officers. We ask your blessing upon these sailors who have accepted the mantle of leadership, service, and sacrifice. Grant them the wisdom to guide, the humility to listen, and the courage to stand firm in the face of challenge. May they embody the honor, courage, and commitment that define the Chief Petty Officer. Bless their families whose love and support make this journey possible. Bless all who serve at sea and ashore, and keep them safe as they uphold the call of duty. May this ceremony remind us all of the weight of responsibility and the privilege of service. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chief Sievert. Will the guests please be seated? Chief Selectees, parade, rest. Good morning, Rear Admiral Hakeem Zadeh, Captain Ramsey, Command Master Chief Canteen, Command Master Chief Dobson, fellow Chief Petty Officers, and a very special welcome to our new chiefs, families, and friends. I am Chief Petty Officer McKay Stoker. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the fiscal year 2026 Chief Petty Officer pinning ceremony. Our chief selectees have waited for this moment their entire careers. The past 42 days have been grueling and challenging in ways they never thought possible. However, they did what chiefs do by coming together as a team and overcoming all obstacles placed in their path. I am very proud of them and what they have accomplished over the past 6 weeks. It is my honor to introduce Rear Admiral Hakeem Zadeh, Commander, Norfolk Naval Shipyard.
Good morning, everybody. It's a big day. I'm not feeling a lot of energy yet. I suspect you're all saving it up for the actual pinning ceremony and putting the covers on them. But this is a big day. This is a big day for the families. Welcome. Thank you all for coming today. This is a monumental time in the career of the 10 individuals standing in front of me here today. I think it's a great sign that it's like monsoon weather out there. This is like rain on your wedding day. This is good luck. It means the fates are smiling upon this class of Chief Petty Officers, and they're going to do fantastic things in the future. This is all a good warning, a good time. Again, welcome to Dry Dock Club today. Thank you all for coming out. It's great to see such a turnout. As you all know, those of you who've done it before and those of you who support them know, this is one of those career and life-defining moments for these sailors standing in front of me here today. I don't want to take this comparison too far because people get a little irritated with me, but it's kind of one of those times like when you get married or when you have a birth of a child where you define moments in your life based on it. You know, I can guarantee you that each one of the new Chief Petty Officers here today is going to make a future reference to some event that happened, and they're going to say it in the context of, well, you know, I did that before I made Chief, or I did that after I made Chief, just like you do. You know, I did that before I got married. This is one of those life-defining moments. Okay, again, thank you all for coming today. This is one that's going to define it long term. These Chief Petty Officers have been selected, they've been tested, and they have been accepted by the Chief Petty Officers Mess. This process is one that is truly unique to our United States Navy. You know, other services do different milestones, but the transition from white hat to khaki in the United States Navy is the most stark kind of change in a sailor's life, and that happens in the United States Navy. A selection board chose to make these sailors E7s, but the mess turned them into Chief Petty Officers. Big difference from other services. This group here, I suspect you have all sweat pretty hard for the last month and some change. And I suspect some of you have probably lost a little bit of weight. To this group of newest Chief Petty Officers, I got a couple of things to pass to you, some words from an old man. Hopefully there's some wisdom in here. You have been pushed to some of your physical and your mental limits. I know you know this, but there's a reason for that. You are officially reminded from this point forward that you, and you alone, set the standard for each one of your sailors. They all want to be where you are today. They are going to watch and they are going to emulate everything you do. You will determine how our Navy will prepare for the future and how we're going to react to adversity. The mess has shown you the standard. Now it's up to you to uphold that standard. You've also been reminded to be humble this season, I suspect. There's a reason for that. Leadership is all about humility. It is no longer about you. It is no longer about your mission accomplishment. Now it is all about the sailors that you lead. Their experience is going to be different from your experience, and you can no longer be one of the guys or one of the team. You must now lead the team. I encourage you to lead with the same humility that the mess has emphasized with you over the past month. You have been forced to learn to rely on each other to succeed in everything that you've done over the past month or so. There's a reason for that. Because from this point going forward, everything that you do will be done in the context of the mess. Me as a commander, I appreciate this more than anything because, from this point going forward, I'm not going to sit around worrying about your work hours. I'm not going to worry about your leave. I'm not going to worry about your mission accomplishment. I'm going to give you overall guidance, but the implementation of that guidance is going to come from working with your brothers and sisters in the mess. Going forward, I offer just a couple of words from this old guy who's been trained by many a Chief Petty Officer. Please don't forget this moment. Remember the feeling that you have today. Remember the sense of accomplishment and the pride you have in wearing the khaki of a Chief Petty Officer. Because you will continue to be tested, my friends. My personal favorite days watching Chief Petty Officers does not exactly happen in the middle of September. My personal favorite days fall into the middle of October, about a month from now, when I actually see you walking around, running around probably, with your eyes wide open, stack of folders under one arm, going, I had no idea how hard this was going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Finally, to our new chiefs and our fellow Chief Petty Officers in the crowd, I just want to remind you about that famous American English language verb called chiefing. Chiefing is a verb. Me and every other officer you ever encounter expects to be able to tell you about a problem and set you off on correcting it. And of course, you're going to take care of business. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But remember, if you're really chiefing, verb chiefing, it doesn't mean standing here today with just a tear running down your cheek when we read the creed later. If you're really chiefing, I'm never even going to know there was a problem to begin with because you will have handled it. The power of the Chief Petty Officer's mess can never be taken away from some officer. It can only be given away by a mess that doesn't take care of business. So based on your training, based on all that you know now, make that difference and never let that happen. Congratulations to everybody again, and hoo-yah, Chief. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rear Admiral Hakeem Zadeh, for your remarks and all your support of the Chief's mess. It is my honor to introduce Captain Ramsey, Officer in Charge, Naval Support Activity Portsmouth.
Thank you, family. Thank you, Chiefs. Thank you, selectees. Thank you, Admiral, for stealing all of my prepared remarks. This is a wonderful day, and Admiral said it far better than I can. It is an immense pleasure to be able to address you, to be able to look out amongst the Chief Petty Officers, hear the collected mess at the shipyard and NSA-Portsmouth, and to see the years and centuries of pride and tradition going back over 200 years, into the history of the Chief Petty Officer's mess. You are a proud and hallowed fraternity. You're a proud and hallowed brotherhood and sisterhood that has kept the Navy running and more powerful than any other Navy that has existed on the waters to this day. As the Admiral noted, none of the other services do this, but it goes beyond that. No other nation on earth does this. And over and over and over again in the annals of history, we look back and we see the results of wars and of competitions, and we find ourselves coming out on the top, and it always comes back to the strength of the enlisted personnel, the strength of the middle part of the non-commissioned officer corps. It always comes back to the chiefs, Like, why in World War II we kept more ships afloat than anywhere else. And one of the main reasons that we did that was damage control. And damage control is chief's business. It was chiefs who kept those sailors alive. It was chiefs who kept those ships afloat. It was chiefs who returned those weapons back to the war. And it was on the backs and on the shoulders of chiefs that that war was won. It will continue from that proud history into today as we build ships and send them back out to sea, and as we move forward into competition and prevail in conflict if we must. And I have every faith that this group of selectees, this group of future chiefs, will take that legacy, march it into the future, and pass it on to the next group when they come up. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Ramsey, for your remarks and all your support of the Chief's Mess. Chief Mike Hers will now read the meaning of the fouled anchor.
The fouled anchor is the emblem of the rate of the Chief Petty Officer of the United States Navy. The fouled anchor has long been the symbol of the Chief Petty Officer. In terms of the Chief, the fouled anchor symbolizes the trials and tribulations that every Chief Petty Officer must endure on a daily basis. Attached to the anchor is a length of chain and the letters USN. To the novice, the anchor chain and letters only identify a Chief Petty Officer of the United States Navy. But to a chief, these have more noble and glorious meaning. The U stands for unity, which reminds us of cooperation, maintaining harmony, and continuity of purpose and action. The S stands for service, which reminds us of service to our God, our fellow man, and our Navy. The N stands for navigation, which reminds us to keep ourselves on a true course so that we may walk upright before God and man in our transactions with all mankind. But especially with our fellow chiefs, the chain is symbolic of flexibility and reminds us of the chain of life that we forge day by day, link by link, and may it be forged with honor, morality, and virtue. The anchor is emblematic of the hope and glory of the fulfillment of all God's promises to our souls. The golden or precious anchor by which we must be kept steadfast in faith and encouraged to abide in our proper station amidst the storm of temptation, affliction, and persecution.
Thank you, Chief Hers. It is my honor to introduce Command Master Chief Stephanie Coco Canteen, Norfolk Naval Shipyard.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's raining outside, but the sun is shining in here today. We want to thank the spouses and significant others for the things that they have endured over this 6 weeks, this rigorous 6 weeks. And before I go on to speak, I would like us to please give a round of applause to all those spouses and significant others that endured the same thing that these Chief Selects endured over the 6-week period. So we are thankful for you, for your support and your dedication, and thank you for wiping their tears when they come home, because I know they cried. I know they were delusional. You know, I know they were angry and mad. These are the things that happened throughout the 6-week period. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And I can't say this enough, but back there you will see our chief mess, our genuine Chief Mess. Myself and Master Chief Dobson, we could not have done this without you. It takes a mess, like they say, it takes a village to raise a family. It takes a mess like you to help us get these Chief Selects that are standing here before us today in the shape, give them skills and development that they need. And let's give our Chief Mess a round of applause for this 6 week that they have endured training these Chief Selects. FY 26 Chief Selects. Put this down a little bit. I charge with you today. To whom much is given, much is required. Luke 12:48. I have often said anything worth having is worth working for, and that statement still holds true. You have worked very hard these past 6 weeks. However, the real challenge comes when you have donned these anchors. Your experience thus far is only a mere glimpse of what you will face in one day and when you start this journey. You were tried and tested to prove you were able to bear the weight of the anchor. You were challenged to stretch your ability to survive the most difficult and demanding moments that will come. You were faced with diversity of the mess, the raw truths, and the confrontations to see how well you could adjust, handle yourself, and adapt to the changes and those things that need to be changed. You often found out that the hardest thing was to face what was being said and to look at the man in the mirror, which is yourself, to make those corrections. There is no chief that hasn't experienced this process, and everyone's experience has been different. However, the development was to change the way you think and how you do things. Your ultimate goal was to make changes and be accepted into the mess. Being accepted is to be a part of something great. Today, I say to you, welcome to the mess. I will leave you with these words of wisdom. Take your spoons out. Okay, they surpassed that. 1, be authentic. Be authentic, your authentic self. God made us all different for a reason, but do not use that to not change yourself for the better. Keep an open mind. Every day is an opportunity to learn, and knowledge is power. Do what you say you're going to do. Your word is your bond. Do not tarnish the cloth. Wear it to represent the anchor that you will soon don. Do not think of yourself more highly than you are. You don't know everything, and it's okay not to know everything. And assume you're always right. Ask for help. What has been earned and has not been taken away can be taken away in a mere second. Give your best in everything you do. Cutting corners only leads to multiple do-overs. Do it right the first time. Failure isn't the option. However, you will fail. But when you do learn from it, dust yourself off and try again. There is no successful person who hasn't failed. Be honest and be truthful with yourself before speaking truth to others. A closed mouth, and that's one of my verbiage, I always say, a closed mouth does not get fed. If you don't say what you need, you can't get the help you need. You are only good as your last day. Give your best effort every day. Take care of yourself first, your family, and then the mission will take care of itself. Believe in yourself and your abilities. No one is perfect. Treat each other with dignity and respect. Lastly, never forget where you came from, those who helped you, and those who paved the way. Keep the tradition and the honor alive. You are now the chief. I am very proud of your accomplishment. Now, as you all know me, I'm always a little extra about some things, and I'm gonna do this, okay? FY 26 Chief Selects, attention. Are you ready? Hey, it was a long night. Okay? It was a long night. So I'm gonna say this again. Are you ready?
Always ready.
Mark time, march. I'm a steamroller, baby.
Steamroller, baby.
Just a marching down the line.
Just a marching down the line.
I'm a steamroller, baby.
I'm a steamroller, baby.
Just a marching down the line.
Just a marching down the line.
So you better get out of my way now.
So you better get out of my way now.
Or I run right over you.
Or I run right over you.
So you better get out of my way now.
So you better get out of my way now.
Or I run right over you.
Or I run right over you.
Just a little rock and roll.
Just a little rock and roll.
I said it kinda soothed my soul.
It kinda soothes my soul.
I'm a chief, oh baby.
Chief, oh baby.
Just a marching down the line.
Just a marching down the line.
I'm a chief, oh baby.
Chief, oh baby.
Just a marching down the line.
Just a marching down the line.
So you better get out of my way now.
You better get out of my way now.
Or I run right over you.
Or I run right over you.
I said you better get out of my way now.
Better get out of my way now.
Or I run right over you.
Or I run right over you.
I want a little woo, a little rock and roll.
A little rock and roll.
I said it kinda soothed my soul.
Kinda soothes my soul.
Chief Select, oh, give them a round of applause. Thank you and have a nice day. Chief Selects, parade, rest.
Thank you, Command Master Chief, for your remarks and for your incredible support through the past 6 weeks. And thank you, Chief Selects, for that incredible demonstration. Prospective Chiefs, today, as you stand before your friends and family, you are taking the final steps, undergoing a transformation. Each petty officer in attendance has also experienced this transformation. We know beyond a doubt that this initiation is a valuable, worthwhile part of the Navy's culture, tradition, and important to the future of the Chiefs Mess. Chiefs build the Navy of the future when we welcome new chiefs into the mess. As your selectee is called, those who will pin their anchors and don the covers of the prospective Chief Petty Officers, please join their selectee in front of the audience. I ask that you please hold your applause until all selectees are pinned and have been formally introduced collectively as chiefs in the front. Chief selectees, attention. Bosun, post the side boys. Chief Select Mellington, Chief Select Bridgman, front and center. Chief Select Mellington will be pinned by her husband, Javen Mellington, and daughter, Alicia Gallegos. Her sponsors, Chief Reynolds and Chief Rivera, will don her cover. Chief Select Bridgman will be pinned by his wife, Catherine Bridgman, and his son, Christopher Bridgman. His mentor, Senior Chief Beltre, will don his cover. Chief Mellington, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Engineman, Elizabeth Mellington, arriving. Chief Bridgman, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Machinist Mate Auxiliary, Kyle Bridgman, arriving. Chief Select Taylor, Chief Select Curl, front and center. Chief Select Taylor will be pinned by her sister, Jennifer Richardson, and her son, Brentley Grayson. Her sponsor, Chief Brandon Washington, will don her cover. Chief Select Curl will be pinned by his wife, Rebecca Curl, and sponsor, Chief Brian Hunt. His sponsor, Chief Mike Hers, will don his cover.
When you're called up to pin your chief select, just walk on up. This is a proud day. Walk on up.
Thank you, CMC. Chief Taylor, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Master at Arms, Karen Taylor, arriving. Chief Curl, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Electrician's Mate, nuclear power, Matthew Curl, arriving. Chief Select Langley, Chief Select Langford, front and center. Chief Select Langley will be pinned by his fiancée, Mariah Nejdawi, and his mother, Jennifer Langley. His sponsor, Chief Ludwig, will don his cover. Chief Select Langford will be pinned by his wife, Maya Langford, and his brother, Jamal Hill. His sponsor, Chief Ruiz, will don his cover. Chief Langley, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Engineman, Jermel Langley, arriving. Chief Langford, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Master at Arms, Drew Langford, arriving. Chief Select Singh, Chief Select Dorsey, front and center. Chief Select Singh will be pinned by his daughters, Guntas and Surinder Mali. His sponsors, Chief Ortiz and Chief Smart, will don his cover. Chief Select Dorsey will be pinned by his wife, Tiffany Dorsey, his daughter, Aliana Dorsey, and his father, Ira Dorsey. His sponsor, Chief Henson, will don his cover.
Behind your foot. See, I got those sharp eyes, the sharp eyes.
Chief Singh, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Machinery Repairman, Raman Singh, arriving. Chief Dorsey, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Master at Arms, Levi Dorsey, arriving. Chief Select Compton, Chief Select Lewis, front and center. Chief Select Compton will be pinned by his wife, Joanna DeDonna, and father-in-law, Stephen DeDonna. His sponsors, Chief Wright and Chief Frankenfield, will don his cover. Chief Select Lewis will be pinned by his mother and father, John and Amy Lewis. His wife, Jennifer Dunham, will don his cover. Chief Compton, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Electronics Technician, Nuclear Power, Zachary Compton, arriving. Chief Lewis, post. Bell ringer, strike 2 bells. Chief Fire Controlman Tyler Lewis, arriving. Fiscal year 2026. Norfolk Naval Shipyard and Naval Support Activity Portsmouth, Chief Petty Officers, front and center. With their combined total of more than 100 years of service to our great Navy, I present to you the fiscal year 2026 Norfolk Naval Shipyard and Naval Support Activity Portsmouth Chief Petty Officers. Left face. Left face. Thank you for the round of applause. Chief Petty Officers, past and present. Attention. Cover. Two. Senior Chief Roger Barker will now read the Chief Petty Officer's Creed.
During the course of initiation, you have been caused to humbly accept challenge and face adversity. This you have accomplished with rare good grace. Pointless as some of these challenges may have seemed, there were valid, time-honored reasons behind each pointed barb. Your faith in the fellowship of Chief Petty Officers was necessary to overcome these hurdles. The goal was to instill in you that trust is inherent with the donning of the uniform of a chief. Our intent was to impress upon you that challenge is good, a great and necessary reality which cannot mar you, but which in fact strengthens you. In your future, as a Chief Petty Officer, you will be forced to endure adversity far beyond what has thus far been imposed on you. You must face each challenge and adversity with the same dignity and good grace you have already demonstrated. By experience, by performance, and by testing, you have been advanced to Chief Petty Officer. In the United States Navy, and only in the United States Navy, the rank of E7 carries with it unique responsibilities and privileges you are expected to fulfill and bound to observe. Your entire way of life is changed. More will be expected of you. More will be demanded of you. Not because you are an E7, but because you are now a Chief Petty Officer. You have not merely been promoted a pay grade. You have joined an exclusive fellowship, and as in all fellowships, you have a special responsibility to your comrades, even as they have a special responsibility to you. This is why we in the United States Navy may maintain with pride our feelings of accomplishment once we have attained the position of Chief Petty Officer. Your responsibilities and privileges do not appear in print. They have no official standing. They cannot be referred to by name, number, nor file. They have existed for over 127 years because chiefs before you have freely accepted responsibility beyond the call of printed assignment. Their actions and their performance demanded the respect of their seniors as well as their juniors. It is required that you be the fountain of wisdom, the ambassador of goodwill, the authority in personal relations as well as in technical applications. Ask the chief is a household phrase in and out of the Navy. You are the chief. The exalted position that you have achieved, and the word exalted is used advisedly, exists because of the service, character, and performance of the chiefs before you. It shall exist only as long as you and your fellow chiefs maintain these standards. It was our intention that you never forget this day. It was our intention to test you, to try you, and to accept you. Your performance has assured us that you will wear the hat with the same pride as your comrades in arms before you. We take a deep and sincere pleasure in clasping your hand and accepting you as a Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy.
Chief Petty Officers, past and present. Uncover. 2. At ease. And please be seated. Thank you, Senior Chief Barker. Now, it is my honor to introduce Command Master Chief Claire Dobson, Naval Support Activity Portsmouth, for our closing remarks.
Coco, you play too much. Good morning, Admiral, commanding officers, brothers and sisters in the Chief's Mess, shipmates past and present, friends and family. Full transparency for those that were with us last night, I asked Captain Brandon to take my speech because it was just incredible and amazing. It made me want to go deploy and do chief stuff, or chiefing, as the Admiral put it. But he declined. Then I asked him if he could ghostwrite my speech, but somehow I doubt that was going to happen too. So you're stuck with me trying to get coherent thoughts after what has been a long few days. I appreciate your grace in advance. My name is Master Chief Dobson, for those of you who don't know me, and I have the privilege of providing some final words and thoughts for today before we close one chapter and kick off a whole new one for our newest brothers and sisters. I'd like to start by thanking our commanding officers and executive officers. When I was a young chief, a Master Chief Culinary Specialist once told me that officers are ultimately the ones who take full accountability for the actions of the senior enlisted. And I thought that was pretty strange coming off of chief season, where I thought that I was taking accountability for myself and my sailors. And he pointed out to me that at the bottom of damn near every document was a signature line, and I wasn't signing it. It was an officer. And that officer may have read the document thoroughly. The officer may have glanced at it or may have just signed it because I, the chief, handed it to them. And that's when I realized that at the end of the day, officers put so much trust in us to execute what we say we're going to do, to be about what we say we're about, and to even do something like chief's initiation. Fully accepting risk because they trust us to go out and execute. And so the first thing I wanted to do was just to thank our leadership in the officer mess in the wardroom, because it takes an extraordinary amount of trust for us to do what we do day in and day out, to lead sailors and to train the next generation of chiefs. So thank you very much, officers. I should have known Coco and I would think the same, so I would also like to thank my brothers and sisters in the Chiefs Mess, because the effort and personal sacrifice that you personally put into executing this every year does not go unnoticed. And yes, I expect it. Yes, I've grown accustomed to your effort and your Herculean works of just miracles to get stuff done, including out in the rain yesterday, but it doesn't make it any less amazing. And so I appreciate you, and I am proud to serve among you. But you don't get another round of applause, sorry. All right. And most importantly, to the families. So there's no words I can really come up with to describe what it feels like over the last 6 weeks to be pushed to your mental and physical limits on such a consistent basis with what feels like no regard for your personal feelings. And that's what we did to them. We made it feel like it can feel out in the fleet. We made it feel as close to we can create with safety the max amount of stress. And at least 3 of them will call me in the next 2 years and say, wow, and thank you. I ran into somebody at the gas station this week who said, thank you, because it's even harder. But I often tell them that chiefing is hard, but being the family of a chief is harder. And so just like Coco thanked you, I thank you, because the sacrifices are not lost on us, not just during season, but to support the sailors day in and day out like they need to. And they can't do that without their families, without keeping the home front safe. And in spite of what the training plan says, we actually spend a lot of time talking about that balance. We don't write it down for them. We talk about it because it's very, very important. And they tend to mess it up. I almost ask you to raise your hands if your significant other messed this up, but I'm not going to do that. So what I'll say is today, enjoy the moment, love on them. Right? They were up late. I don't even know how much they slept after we were done, but after today, put them back on that chore list. They'll be all right. But for today, just enjoy the moment and love on them a bit. Lastly, to my newest brothers and sisters, I can't beat what the Admiral said, or the Captain, or Coco. So what I have for you is lead. Lead with passion, excellence, and grace. Trust the mess, and lead well. Thank you.
Thank you, Command Master Chief, for your remarks and for your incredible support through the past 6 weeks. 3 weeks. He was in school. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Chief Andy Sievert delivers our benediction.
Please bow your heads. Almighty God, as we conclude this ceremony, we lift up these newly pinned Chief Petty Officers with pride and gratitude. May the anchors they wear today be more than a symbol. They are charged to lead with integrity, to serve with compassion, and to strengthen the sailors entrusted to their care. Grant them endurance when the seas are rough, clarity when decisions are heavy, and humility in every triumph. May they always honor the traditions of the mess and carry forward the legacy of those who have gone before. Go with them, Lord, as they lead, mentor, and inspire. Let their lives be a beacon of service, and may their example bring honor to the Navy, to their families, and to our nation. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. I would like to thank you for sharing in this monumentous occasion in our new chiefs' careers. Please congratulate the Navy's newest Chief Petty Officers at Norfolk Naval Shipyard and Naval Support Activity. Will the chiefs all stand by and come up front for a photo afterwards, along with Rear Admiral Hakeem Zadeh and Captain Ramsey. Thank you.